I could keep it down now that it's cold.
Just let me get across first, okay?
Jeez. Yeah.
I'd better disarm her first. Well, here goes nothing. Looks like Hector's taken over the whole town.
He hasn't had much resistance. There's only one small group who oppose him, and they live out on the fringes of the city.
Places like this, you mean?
I hope they're not hurting Glottis.
Ha. Shows what you know about this group. Their leader is a great man who...
Manuel Calavera, we meet again. I see you have found what you were looking for. Unfortunate for you to arrive now, just as we too are about to achieve success. Our army has grown, and right now our top agents are in Hector's weapons lab, about to close in on the enemy in his own den. I couldn't have done it without you, Manuel.
It was a trap.
Stand back. There's only one thing to do.
Ooh.
Thank you, sir. You have saved me. But more than that, you have enabled me to continue to serve the movement.
What did you say about a trap?
Hector uncovered our agent in his weapons lab.
No.
You idiot, Bowsley. Your new lab assistant is a spy. Haven't you ever heard of a background check?
What?
No time to explain. Now I'll have to take matters into my own hands.
Take me with you. I've longed to be of service to your cause for years.
You are our last best hope. It seems our victory in Argus was a hollow one. With his final blow, Sargeras has done much more than bury his blade in the heart of our world. I had hoped that after the war against the Legion, the people of Azeroth would build a new future together. But now, the unity we forged has been shattered. As the life essence of Azeroth bleeds out, the leaders of the Alliance and Horde scramble to claim it as a resource. Blades are drawn, and the tides of war are rising once again. But I will not take up arms against heroes on either side. Not after all we've been through. Instead, I will go to Karazhan and confer with my old mentor, Medivh. Perhaps somewhere in his ancient texts lies the knowledge needed to heal this world. I had best be going. Until next we meet. Farewell, champion.
Amber Ashworth. If I had a nickel for every time this broad got me in trouble, I'd be neck deep in nickels right now. Something was different this time. I could feel it in the air. Someone really put the scares on her. Despite her fragile appearance, Amber's a tough kid, so it was unusual to see her like this.
Oh my god, this is great.
She starts talking, and I start pretending I don't care. I told her I'm tired. For good this time. Fell on deaf ears again. Anyway, she starts talking about Millie, Paper City, her brother, and all that jazz. And I'm wondering how many times we've gone through this before. You see, we have this routine where she asks me for help, as she always does. And I play hard to get, as I always do. Eventually, I give in. We've done this so many times I've lost count. She knows the drill, so do I. Might as well just hear her out. Her words ring through my office. They get stuck in this haze around my head. And then they get lost in the cold autumn rain outside, tapping on my window in this hypnotic manner. It's calming in a way. Or is it the booze that makes me calm? Not much to do when you're retired. Hobbies were never my cup of tea. I know her standing in my doorway with her lady in distress shtick means bad news for me, and yet I know I'm in for it again. The sun is slowly setting and the rain gets heavy. The news said there will be a storm tonight.
Your phone, for the most part. There's some things that require a screen that it's not going to do. But HomeKit, any apps that work with SiriKit, for the most part, will work with this. It does have the ability to do AirPlay, so even if like you don't use Apple Music and you want to be able to listen to like Spotify, you can always still open up your phone, open up Spotify, and then tell it to connect to the HomePod and stream Spotify.
Been locked, and we cannot yet open it.
Careful, Umbric. Answers to such mysteries often come at a price.
Look out!
At last, the future I foresaw has come to pass. Thank you for opening the way.
Show yourself! Who are you?
Names are of little consequence. The more interesting question is, what shall you become?
Place to hide. Distraction provides escape. Tepartos remembers a place like this one. A time he dug too deep. Unfair, unjust, nothing's ever what it seems. Enemies lurk within every shadow. Can this darkness be stopped?
You have failed! The darkness rises, and High Mountain shall fall!
I serve the descendants of Huln. May the ancestors watch over you.
This mountain belongs to us, mortals. You will soon become vessels for this world's true power.
These heroes do not stand alone. Together, we will banish your darkness.
You will serve us, dragon, just as Neltharion did. Your kind always bends to the whisper.
Need a target.
I did not realize that I had invited a dragon to feast with us at Thunderbluff. Had I known, I might have set a bigger table. Only Mela and our champion knew my secret before. Now, I entrust it to you as well, Chieftain. I see no reason for anyone else to know, Spirit Walker. Let it be a matter kept between friends.
they, appear, there doesn't seem to be a way to tell it to only, record new episodes on a certain channel. It's just, if this show is on, it records it. Which is kind of fine because, you have unlimited storage, DVR storage, with, YouTube TV. So, it's not like it's taking up any room. It's just more of, finding what's new. With the DVR storage, or DVR service, some channels don't allow you to skip channels even if you've recorded them. Alright, let's go into messages. We will show off, where is it? Emoji. And of course, the dragon is one of the new emojis that you can do. So is, I believe, the lion. The lion is new. So is the skull. That is new, and so is the bear. But my favorite is actually the dragon. I don't know why. I really like it. Also with iOS 11.3, you will be getting iMessage in the cloud, which will basically allow you to keep things synced up between your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac. It was time to go to the next zone. So, it was something that, that I didn't mind too much, because really when I was leveling a character, my goal was endgame. In some cases I would do it just to kind of see the old zones and those storylines and stuff, but for the most part, it was just to get that character to max level. And now I'm enjoying the leveling more and that whole experience. I've noticed too, the vanilla content, a lot of the areas, the chapters are there's 4 chapters in each zone, or 4, I think maybe 4, I think the most I've seen is maybe 6 or 7, while in Northrend, I think Born Tundra has 12 chapters to finish off that zone. So I don't know if those are just split up into smaller chapters, or smaller chapters that won't take as long or what, but we'll see when I get there. I'll be probably going to Northrend pretty soon.
Stay on the boss. Stay on the boss. Fuck you, you dirty cunt.
Alright, she's dead. There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
yeah!
everybody.
And I got you. You retire now?
Hey, I got loot. Sweet.
Oh my god.
Remain here, Magni.
Is it useful? Is it useful?
Burn in hell, bitches.
Oh my god.
Okay, so do you want me to do the extended line?
I'm sure that was just their way of trolling it, but whatever. Bridget is a support. She uses a melee weapon, a mace, and she does have her own shield, kind of like Reinhardt. She also has like a concussion that she throws at people to heal them, and if they're already healed, then they get a shield around them. That shield also can be used to push people back. She has a little like pushback, kind of like Reinhardt, but not as effective as his. It just kind of is like a short burst, and it pushes people away. Her mace also can extend to stun people. From her just playing her on the day that she was, released on PTR, she's really fun.
1 minute.
Got 9 followers.
Okay, who do we need to battle with?
Yeah, 25 seconds, swamp shot.
For Papa, we got 143 now.
I'm still executing like crazy. Keep going. Keep going.
Bobs.
I'm ignoring that. Yeah, just kill the boss. 0.3%.
No, 120.
Go on.
Fuck you, Robbie.
We did it! Hey, okay.
Nice.
Oh.
Shit.
Good shit. Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Hey, don't forget the quest that's in the back.
Where?
Will be the aggressors in this expansion, at least at the beginning, as far as we know. They've been portrayed though now evil twice in an expansion. First, at least within World of Warcraft, first being in Mists of Pandaria with Garrosh. Of course, eventually he strikes out on his own, but still, there's a lot of things under the current Horde banner that he did, and no one really stepped up until afterwards.
How could I have known the parasite would follow? Undoubtedly, this is the heretic doing. I'm at one to devour.
Whoa, what the hell? I don't remember that being in here before. Oh, hi.
So far are we along the path that I must strain to hear the clumsy patter of things. They may foul the way within a charred and broken bones.
Marked off the alliance depending on which side of the map you're on. And if you successfully capture it, and for however, I think it's 40 seconds 40, 50 seconds, somewhere in that time area. You have to keep control of it. If you do, you get a little boost. You get, you know, cavalry that will go through all 3 lanes, one for each lane of the map, and they will, they're a little bit more powerful and can help you push, you know, a keep. That's really the only place I don't like the level. Don't like really going to unless I have to. Even though it's a really pretty zone. I mean, all of them were really pretty zones. But going through all those places actually, I don't know, it was quite nice. Best leveling experience, you know, in the whole game, I think. I ended up getting to 109 in like a half. I was done with High Mountain and it was like I'm out of main story quest. So I ended up going back to wherever Eladari Stands is and finishing up the quests in that area, doing the whole ring of whole fighting ring that they have there, and Sylvanas. Sylvanas calls Illyrio Abomination because she serves the void. Illyrio kind of laughs at that and says how she could be an abomination when Sylvanas is the abomination, being, you know, undead. And Veracera ends up being, you know, a voice of reason, just kind of, you know, squashing it and getting them back on track. They make their way to the Spire. They reveal their truth, except for Sylvanas. Sylvanas doesn't. She just kind of had it at that point. A milestone kind of update. This is a lot of little, you know, bug fixes and stuff like that. But there are some notable things in here. I think for me, the number one thing I wanted was Ciri shortcuts, which allow you to add, you know, a little shortcut to Ciri do certain things, like certain things that it sees that you do a lot of. So, like you can see here, there's one for it's recommending start a timer for 18 minutes. Well, for me, that's, you know, when I put in DiGiorno's Pizza, you know, I generally have it set, have my phone set a timer for 18 minutes. So I could easily just do this, add a Ciri shortcut and do pizza time. And now, if I use Ciri, I can say, hey Ciri, pizza time.
Okay.
And now it's a timer for 18 minutes. Apparently that zone is fully implemented for war modes, so drops happen, bounties, all that stuff. So, we're gonna try it out. Hi. Oh fuck. They weren't kidding. There's a good amount of them here. Hi. Oh, fuck. Why can't I? Like that. I mean, I don't know. For me, that was my thing that The Sims 4 didn't feel complete compared to The Sims 3 type of thing. I missed having seasons and weather. They're going to be doing holidays, just like in the Sims 3 version. There will be a calendar. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. If it's just going to be just like the Sims, 3 version, or they're going to do something a little bit different. Not entirely sure yet.
Remain steadfast.
I require a target. I need to target something first. I require a target.
Change your character's name to Sylvanas.
All you have to do is
as the
set him
tree.
on fire.
Don't worry, I'll put you out.
It's not working. It's not working.
Roll around.
What
if
who's gonna play? Who plays Gan? Who plays the Gan? Who plays the High Priestess? Who plays Mina?
Graph, you're missing. Graph, you're missing it. We're reenacting video today.
A young priest and an old priest.
Yeah. Ono's in tree form, burning in a campfire, and we're trying to put him out.
Alright, so I can be the dead elf. I'll play that role.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm dying right here.
I made dead sound effects.
Yeah, the snow's not working.
Oh my god. I hope to God you're streaming this, like...
Yep, and recording.
You're all going to 17 different versions of hell for this.
This needs to be on YouTube.
Evasive maneuvers.
Why don't you just have to put on a whole play and have like Ona just stand there in the fire and have characters come out with really bad acting?
See, this other fire right here, behind Brax, that's Lord Enel. It's burning too.
We're trying so hard to put him out. Like, look at us.
So the rain's
like
going
wet
loud.
T-shirt night in Fort Lauderdale or something.
So who's playing
dance?
That's a that's a different type of wood.
Wait, trees can dance, right?
Yeah.
Slash
do the
dance,
twist.
Ona, slash dance.
Do the twist.
I remember that from the video.
See, this is what I missed this weekend.
This is classic.
Alright, shall we proceed with getting the mount or what?
I can't wait to get into the fight.
Oh, let's see. Huh? This is amazing. This place is so cool. This might be one of my new favorite maps. Over here? Oh, I can see a lot of potential here.
Thanks, Walt. Before I die.
One in front of the boss. Someone's gonna need to grab that.
I got it. Fake killing. 5.
One behind the boss.
Yeah, we got it.
Very nice.
Oh, I got a trinket.
I got you back.
Oh, I got a ring.
Oh, I lose Jess's Howler. Not that I was using it that much.
Ooh, Fancy's Rune.
Oh, no, never mind. It's the other.
Here you go, sir. I'm trying to deal with my stuff at the same time.
I guess I'll organize that then.
Yeah, so you're dead, so.
Alright, wait for the ad to die. Alright, group 2 can go now. Rack, Thack, Everland.
Hold on, I will go over after you guys are done.
Ads are dead.
Here we go.
Okay, so I'll move her to the next side. Defensive beam.
Are you not supposed to start killing? Like, you're supposed to do any damage.
Oh,
shit.
Oh.
Whoa.
That was not in the guide.
Very nice. Big laser beam wall.
It wasn't the laser beam wall, yes. Okay.
Alright, group 6, go.
Yep, 6 go through. Start killing ads over there.
Kill 20, elementals and 20 of something else and 20 of something. There's just a lot of just like killing, things in that area. And they gave most of them gave not Orhole resources, but war resources. And one of them was like a 340 chest. I'm assuming it goes based on like whatever your highest difficulty of like raid you've done. So in my case it gave 340 gear. It was heroes, the WoW, and the maybe it was the Hearthstone pages. And of course then I looked more into it, and yeah, he was stepping down. So yeah, that's going to. I'm wondering if Morhaime will still do opening, address like he always has, or if he's still gonna let Jael and Brack do it instead. And I guess Morhaime is still gonna be part of Blizzard as like an advisor to Jael and Brack, but outside of that, he's not gonna be part of it anymore. Again, you fall through the map because that place doesn't exist or is moved.
Alright, here we go.
This tram can fit so many gnomes on it.
Weight limit, lol.
also saying with everyone on the tram, we still only weigh with 20 pounds.
Loading scream at doom!
Long
So
loading
who has
screen.
a loading screen, boss?
Me.
Does it have a bar of anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Look at how. Do you see how chill he just turned around the car? I like this guy. Bringing video flashbacks. Your mama.
Just, you know, a nice surprise. Be out on November 16th. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be like normal price for like an expansion. I think it's like $40, something like that, in the US. Though, if they haven't said this, and if there's any actual feature I would like them to bring over from the like Sim 3 Showtime to this new Get Famous, it would be there was an online portion to it where you could like send your sim over to like one of your friends' towns to perform. I would like to see that brought over. I honestly thought that was like maybe going to be like a test for something that would come into Sims 4, because Sims 4 wasn't out yet at that time, and I really thought that might be something that they brought to Sims 4, like, and expanded on, like, you know. But this is even better, having one app for just about everything. The app will show you news for the esports, Blizzard esports that you want to, know of. They will show you news and scores for WoW Arena, Hearthstone, HTC, Heroes, HGC, StarCraft, and the Overwatch World Cup. They don't have Overwatch League right now. I would guess that they might add that in later on. One quest within that hour time limit that they started off with. And it took pretty much most of that hour to do that. I definitely don't miss having to basically pull a mob, kill it, drink or eat. Luckily, I played a mage, so I was able to make my own food and water, so that wasn't a problem. It's just really slow, and it's not fun at all. And of course, the whole thing of, great, I pull the mob, and somewhere in here you'll see it, I tried to sheep something, and I pulled, like, everything. Like, I didn't pull 2 nulls, I didn't pull 3, I pulled, like, everyone in the area. And yes, I died.
Yeah.